Alors, bonjour pour good morning for our lesson number 3. I hope that you were able to review the lesson we did prior. You understand everything and everything is easy. So today we will try something a little bit different. We will go directly to the Quran and we will learn the letters as we go and we will learn things as we go. We'll learn a lot of new things. So to start, let's put some space here so we can work, okay? Let's do this. Here we go. Some time. Okay, almost done, almost done. We're done. There we go. Okay. I hope you already can recognize some of the letters we have studied. If not, we'll just review them. There's no point to memorize anything. No reason to make it difficult because it's really easy. And hopefully it is fun as well. So here we have some space to work and we see a verse of the Quran. We will see that some of the letters you recognize and some maybe not yet, but we'll discuss it. We start from the right always, go to the left. I'm sure that you can see the very first one here. This is our friend Alif. Right here. You see Alif here. We discussed Alif already. We learned about Alif and we know it can be A, E or U. And after the Alif, there is another letter that I'm sure you know by now. It's a Lam. In the Lam we can say La or we can say Li, like we discussed it. And of course, we can say Lu, like this, Lu. So here, we say Al. If you remember, Al means the car, the street, the school, the mother, etc. Right after the Lam, we have another letter that you know already by now. And when we learned it, I told you that it can be written this way. If it is by itself or if it is connected to a letter that comes first, behind. This is behind another letter. And of course, if it is not the last letter, you know what happened. We don't have the tail here. We don't have it. It will be like this to connect to the next letter, which is what we have here, right here. And after that, as you know, we have what? We have the meme. We learned the meme, how it's written like this, or something like that. And if it is connected, some other letters will be right here and then right here to connect. It's the one before and the one after. Okay? Now, let's do some reading like we did before to see if you remember any of the things we have done. Remember we say the small little circle on top, make it M, then this would be alham, M. It's not alhama or alhami, alhamu, it's alham. And then we get a new letter right after. It's written like now, like this, look. You say like this. Right? Now this is one way to write what we call D. This would be da. Do, and D. So here, as you can see here, we have a U. Alhamdu. Alhamdu. So we already get our first word here, alhamdu, because we know all the letters. Alif, lam, ha, m, and d, alhamdu. After the alhamdu, we have a letter that you know by now is a lam. See how we write it? And it's ready to connect to another letter, happen to be another lam. So I have two lam that come after each other. But you remember what we call the horizontal three. We write it this way. You can see it. And this above. And you remember this is in order to say twice. Let me show you. So we have li. This one. Li is right here. And we have the lam with the three horizontal. So if we don't know, we're going to say lila. Yeah, because li and la. But in the Quran, it does not work that way. If we have the horizontal three, you should say lillah. So when you read it, you don't say alhamdulillah. You say alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. And you see the last letter is like this. And has this, so it's going to be he. It's going to be he. And then you have alhamdulillahi, alhamdulillahi. And then after that, we can continue, because this is just a review, because I'm sure you remember we did all this guy here. Okay? You know it by now? Alhamdulillahi. And then after that, you remember our friend, the Ra. Like this. Ra. Ra. Now for the Ra, I will tell you something. You see, normally it's Ra. But when we read the Quran and we want to read it correctly and nicely, the Ra, we don't say Ra, we make it sound like an O. Ra. Ra, like an O. Not Ra, but Ra. Alhamdulillahi Ra. Okay, we're going to say the whole thing. The next one, you know by now really very, very well. This is our good friend. The first letter we ever learned is the B. And then B here. And you see the horizontal three. I'm sure you remember horizontal three is to say the B very strong. Rabbi. Instead of Rabbi, you say Rabbi. Alhamdulillahi Rabbi. Alhamdulillahi Rabbi. You see? Rabbi. Not Rabbi. Rabbi. And not Rabbi. Ra. Because I say, we can say Ri. We can say Ru. But for this one, we say Ra. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil. Okay? And we continue now the last word, and we are done for this verse. Again, it will start with Alif and Lam. Al, and you remember Al means the, like the house, the sea, the boat, etc., etc. The school, the teacher, the. Okay, then we have an Al. And we learn now a new letter we have never seen. Very strange. It's written this way. Look. Okay. This is how it is written. It's here. It's here. That is how it's written. So let's talk a little bit about it, finish this line, and then we are ready to go home and do something else, okay? So let me show you about this guy here. So this guy is just like a transformer. It can transform itself. I will show you how. But no matter how he transforms, you'll be able to recognize him. Okay? This is a guy that can be written a different way. Normally, we can see it like this. So follow me, it's like this. When it starts, when this is the first one, and behind, for instance, I put a meme like this. I could do this in my meme like this. I could do this, and then my lam like this. I could put this, and then my ra like this, and so on and so on. Okay? So when it is the beginning, you see how it is written. Like this. Okay. Before we talk about this one, say what happened when it is at the end. Like it's not at the beginning, like we have shown here. It is at the end. So when it is at the end, what we do, how it is written, I will show you right now, and almost finished. Okay, follow, almost finished. It's going to be like this. So if you follow me, at the end, it's going to be like this and like this. Okay, so at the beginning of a word, it's like this. Continue. And at the end of a word, it's like this, with the other letters that are coming here, any letter. And we know about the beginning, we know about being at the end, then of course, we have to know about being in the middle. So we do the middle, and then we can read this nice sentence here. We call it a verse. We can say it, and then we can stop. Okay, so let's see here. In the middle, this is how it is written. This is the middle. This is how we do it. Okay? And as you can see it here. Now let's say, how do we pronounce it? This one is called Ain. Not very easy to say, but don't worry about it. You will know how to say it sooner or later. We say Ain, Ah. It means like the top of your mouth next to your nose. Right there, you try to get the sound. Ain. Ain. Okay, you can practice. I'm sure that sooner or later you'll be able to say it correctly. Okay? So now what we have here is the ain with this thing is going to be ah. Ah. So Alhamdulillahi Rabbil. Why Rabbil? Because we have al after. Because we have the al, it's going to be Rabbil. We don't say Rabbi al. We don't say Rabbi al. We say Rabbil. Okay, remember that. Not Rabbi al, Rabbil. And after that, we have this guy here. A. Rabbil A. And after that, very interesting, look what we have, something like this. We have not done before, but it comes like this. Like, oops, I'm not doing it right. Come like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So we have Ra, and then we have a line right here. As you can see, we have a line right here. Okay, what is this line, vertical line? Well, this vertical line is an alif. It's an alif. You know about alif already. And you remember also, we say, when I want to make it long for a, I put an alif. So the ba will become ba. The ma will become ma because I put an alif and I have this guy here. If I have this guy and the alif is going to be a. And we remember we say it's long 2 times. Ba 1 time. Ba 2 times. Okay, you have to remember that. Very important if you know read it correctly. Now this alif, normally it should be connected to the ain. But in the Quran, they separated, they let it floating above the line, and it connects now directly to the next letter, which is a lam. So la, here we have la. We have la. La. And after the la, we have a mim, as you can see. Remember, last time we said if I have this, okay, if I have me, it's me. If I want to make it me being twice, 2 times long, I do this thing here. Boom and boom. Me. And the very, very, very last one here, okay? You remember this guy? We said it was noon. Noon. With the sign that say na. Na. Okay, you get that? If the sign was not here, let me do this here. Sorry. If the sign, oops, it would be ni. Yeah, it would be ni. Yeah, if it was below, it would be ni. So now we read it and we're going to stop for today. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Normally I should say Alamini because you see it's right here. You can see it here. But we don't say Alamini. In the Quran, and we'll finish here, when it is the last letter and you stop, you don't continue, then it doesn't matter if it's an A, E, or U. We will not hear them. Be it Alamina, Alaminu, Alamini, we don't say. We say Alamin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So you can try to say it. Okay, go ahead. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And we stop here for next time. Try to review all this. And we see you later. Bye.